Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel with a quick rig rundown of guitars. Pink one's mine. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's get into it. So for the sim racing, we've got the Arazi stand with a G29 wheel. Lets me do my truck and my racing. It's a bit on the lower end, but it does what it needs to do, right? Works good for me. Next to me, we've got the Weiss rig. She's just got a basic i5 4590, 16 gigs of memory, RX 580, 8GB, but she basically only plays World of Warcraft and Civilization, so you really don't need a big beefy setup for that, right? And let's get over to mine. So we've got the Cooler Master non-mechanical keyboard. I don't want to spend $200 on a keyboard. I've never actually used a mechanical keyboard, so I don't know what I'm missing out on, unless you include the one that I used when I was like 6 years old, way back in the day, which was a proper mechanical keyboard. Next to that, we've got the Cooler Master MM830 mouse. Really good DPI on it, really good tracking, lots of programmability. I like it. It's good. Next to that, we got the Corsair Void wireless headphones. I'd personally get wired because the battery life on them is okay, but not great, so you spend more time with a wire connected to you anyway. Next to that, we've got the Quest 2 for the VR funds. We've got the HyperX Quadcast for the sound in your head, right? You've all heard it, using my videos now. Main monitor is going to be a 32-inch curved MSI Optics. I'd personally rather go down to something smaller but 4K, because this is only 1080p. It's nice, it's good, I like it, but I'd rather smaller at 4K probably. Secondary is just a cheapy Walmart, well, not cheapy, I shouldn't say that, but it's a Samsung 24-inch 1080p monitor. Just lets me monitor, chat, and watch videos on the side and stuff. Greasy cable management, right? But we won't focus on that. And then the piece de resistance here, we've got the heart of everything. So we've got the Lian Li Landcool 2 chassis. I've actually got the mesh front on order because it significantly lowers thermals. You can see that's fairly restrictive in there because they needed something for the RGB to bounce off of to light it up. So they've got a mesh in there that actually restricts everything. And yeah, let's dig into it. So in the basement, we've got an RM850 from Corsair. It's a bit overkill for the system, but I figure if I ever upgrade to a 3080 or 3090, I'm prepared. We've got a whole host of drive sleds. They're all populated with SSDs and HDDs and you name it, it's all in there. We are lit up with a bunch of RGB fans. I'm actually running 8 fans, but I run them slower. So it provides the same cooling as running a few fans at a higher RPM, and you don't get that really significant ramp up and sound from a whole bunch of fans spinning really fast. We got 3 Corsair LL120s at the moment. I got more on order, but they're really expensive. A bunch of deep cools because I had them laying around. They're all being powered by a Corsair Commander Pro. Let's see. So we've got a Corsair H55 AIO, keeping an i5 8400 cool. Now it's a bit overkill again. i5 8400, not the most power hungry CPU, but at the time when I built this rig, I was only really playing World of Tanks and World of Warcraft, so I didn't need anything beefy, and a lot of these parts have been migrated from older PCs. But it does the job, keeps it nice and cool, and cooler means better performance and longer lasting life, right? What else? We've got the 970 EVO, plugged into a Gigabyte Z370p motherboard, budget motherboard, but again, does what I need, has an NVMe slot, so I'm happy. We've got 32 gigs of 3600 megahertz CL16, I believe, Corsair memory, and then we've got the mythical RTX 3070 in the flesh. I can touch it. Boop. See? Touched it. Alright. That's the Asus, whatever you want to call it, dual fan model. Trying to get the Strix version, but I can't even trade this plus a handful of cash for a Strix version at the moment. Hopefully someday down the road I'll be able to. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Does the job. So any questions, comments, leave them down below. If you want specific reviews on any of the items I have, let me know, and I'll be happy to get to that. If you think my rig is crap, then feel free to leave a negative comment, and yeah, thumbs down. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I shall catch you in the next one. Take care.